So obviously on the Mojo Market report this morning, we talked about the trade between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers, a blockbuster trade. They're sending a superstar. Okay, Christian McCaffrey traded over to the 49ers for next year's second, third, fourth, and I believe a 2024 fourth or third. It doesn't matter. The compensation is out of control right now. They were looking for 2-1s, according to what I've read, but they settled for this. The trickle-down effect on the Mojo Market is huge. And obviously it starts with Christian McCaffrey. His stock rises. Chris, shed a little light on that.
Yeah, he's in a much better spot. Carolina essentially has been waving the white flag. They fired Matt Rule. I look at DJ Moore as the next chip to fall over in Carolina. And then, short Baker now because while he's headed on a downward spiral.
He's not even playing.
You would imagine that the trade of DJ Moore is going to really just indicate that the Carolina Panthers are done on offense this season. But as far as how McCaffrey fits into the 49ers offense, let's think about this. His father coached his father, meaning Mike Shanahan coached Ed McCaffrey. Kyle Shanahan and Christian McCaffrey have spent plenty of time together back in the day. I think that's going to translate well. They knew what they were getting. They were in contention with the Rams. The Rams were the team that lost out on this deal. What were the Rams even offering? I'm confused.
They have no compensation.
They have no compensation. Maybe
they got nothing left. They got no draft picks left.
But it's a good spot for Christian McCaffrey. I worry a little bit about a Jeff Wilson and Elijah Mitchell going forward. I feel like the 49ers are going to keep them around because they like to have a loaded backfield room, but there's not going to be too much opportunity to do anything with Christian McCaffrey in town. So all out on all the rest of the 49ers running backs. There is an uptick in Carolina for some of the backups that are now incumbent starters with.
Sure.
I don't know who's going to be the guy.
Chuba or Donta?
Chuba or Donta. I feel like Chuba is a little more proven, clearly.
But
it doesn't mean that he has more talent. I think Chuba, they're both going to be a committee, and it's going to really stink because neither of these guys are going to be able to do much because they don't have a quarterback. They're going to probably trade DJ Moore. One thing that I did see was that Torrance Marshall had a severe uptick. So I guess they're expecting him to maybe take on a little bit more of that gadget role that McCaffrey filled.
Yeah, why not?
So we'll see how Carolina's offense plays out. But could you really be involved in anybody Carolina Panthers right now?
Yeah, it's not looking good for Carolina as officially, again, with this trade, they're basically saying, okay, reset time, and a rebuild is underway. So any guys that are heavier on the price right now, you might actually want to get in right now because, again, DJ Moore, no matter where he goes, like Christian McCaffrey's value went up. And I bring this up too. Christian McCaffrey now goes from a porous Panthers team to a playoff contending 49ers team, which means more football for Christian McCaffrey. So opportunities are plentiful. So if DJ Moore gets dealt to a contender, he'll get more opportunities.
Whereas if Christian McCaffrey had nagging injuries down the stretch and he's playing for the Panthers, he's probably going to sit out some games and it makes sense to. The 49ers, on the other hand, they're going to be playing meaningful games down the stretch, so I agree with you on that one, Dave. Christian McCaffrey will do everything possible to stay in that lineup, and we could touch on Debo a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like this helps Debo.
Absolutely. Opens up the field.
This season so far, Debo has seen significantly less carries than he did last year. I think last year they didn't want to use him as much as they did in the run game, but because of the situation with Elijah Mitchell going down, they had no choice. This pretty much makes Debo a wide receiver one now. And I think that's what he wanted all along.
Yeah.
He did what was best for the team, but I think at the same time, I've talked about why I may have not been in on a Debo Samuel is because of his amount of times he gets the football out of the backfield, and that worries me in terms of the injury risk. That kind of gets alleviated here, and McCaffrey takes on the injury risk.
I was just thinking that.
Shockingly,
that's a
McCaffrey
great
injury risk.
I know. That's a great point because now, if you think about it, let's just think about this on the surface. San Francisco may have inherited a big deal as far as financial gain. Yeah, they have to pay Christian McCaffrey, obviously. But they might have saved some money because they don't have to give Debo the ball so much out of the backfield. And he's got incentives about that. So, again, so much to dissect, but a very big story developing in the NFL right now. Christian McCaffrey, superstar running back, traded to the San Francisco 49ers. And now the 49ers are looking for a little bit more than an NFC Championship appearance. So,
takeaways from this, go long on Debo. I say you could go long on Christian McCaffrey because now he's in a much better spot. I was worried they're going to use Christian McCaffrey a whole lot. And I would say still, if there's a Panther that I'm involved with right now, I will go long on a DJ Moore in anticipation of him getting dealt to a potential contender. If DJ Moore moves to a team like a Green Bay Packers or anybody that's starving for a receiver, maybe the New York Giants are involved.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Rams are involved on everybody. So you could essentially see a DJ Moore be the next guy that gets moved from the Carolina Panthers. And I think that's expected. So imminently DJ Moore, buy low on him. You'll see him on an uptick if he gets moved for sure.
All right, that'll do it for here. Just make sure if you're going to follow along with us, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Watch us every day, Monday through Friday. We drop around 9:30. We're on the YouTube channel here at Mojo. And of course, follow Mojo at Mojo on all social media platforms, meaning Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. They're on the Discord. They have so many ways to communicate with all the experts here at Mojo. So do that, and we'll see you guys back here on Monday morning.